Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and very easy chicken chili. First off, I cooked 1 pound of Great Northern beans. That's the white beans. Okay, 1 pound is enough for me because that gives me a meal and then I get to freeze most of it to have it for later. Then I got McCormick's chili seasoning for white chicken. Then I go and get, let me hide the name of it. I go and get canned white chicken breast. 90% 98% fat free, no carbs. So it's great for this. And another thing, this is fantastic for anybody on that keto diet because the whole pot comes to about 16 carbs. And that's with everything you're putting in it. Okay, and then I get a big jar of thick and chunky style salsa. Now, what I do, once the beans are done and ready, then I take 5 cans of the white chicken breast. You can add more if you want, or you can add less if you want. But this is what I found that works for me, is 5 cans. Okay. I'm saving these cans because I got a project I'm going to be doing with them. So I want to make sure I put those in the sink to keep them. Alright, so now we got our chicken in there. Let's get it stirred into the beans. This is the easiest pot of chili you will make. And you can also do beef chili this way. Just use brown pinto beans and get the chili mix for regular chili. And use a couple pound, whatever you want to make of ground beef. Cook it before you put it in there because you don't want to have it to sit that long after your beans are done, or your beans are going to turn to mush. All right. Okay, let's get that stirred through. Oh, it smells amazing. All right. Then I'm going to put 1 cup of the thick and chunky salsa in there. That gives me my onions, my tomatoes, spices. Then I stir it up. I keep the jar right here because if it's not enough, then I go back and do it again. But your salsa is going to have bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, garlic, all of that in it. Oh, it's so good. I think I'm going to put about another ½ a cup in there. That's for me. You guys do it however, you put however much you guys want in there. Make sure you stir it up really good. Get right in the corners everywhere because you want to get all those beans mixed in. This is very quick, very easy, very cheap, and it can make 2 or 3 meals. And if you're on the keto diet, like I said, the whole pot full is about 16 carbs for the whole pot, not per serving. And guys, I want to talk to you about my recipes. Every one of you are going to notice that my recipes are pretty simple. And let me tell you why I do that. I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s at home. There were 7 kids at home. My mom had, dad had 7 kids. So when you have that many kids and you have to cook a meal for them, you don't have time to run all over the county looking for this spice or that spice or whatever. You learn to throw stuff together and cook a healthy meal for your family. And my grandmother had 13 kids. So can you imagine what it was like for her? And that was the 40s, the 50s, and the, you know, so, and I learned to cook a lot from my grandmother and from my mother. So I picked all that up. Oh, you guys want to look at that? I almost forgot to give you a close-up of it. Doesn't that look good? After you get all that in there, what you want to do is put the lid back on it, let it simmer for about an hour to 2 hours. Depends on what you have your crock pot set on. But anyway, back in those days, you when you fried chicken, you rolled it in your flour and whatever, and you throwed it in skillet, cooked it. Pork chop, same thing. Brown beans, fried potatoes. We didn't have time, or they didn't have the money or the time to run all over half of the state looking for certain spices and all of that to go in there. That's why my cooking is so simple. I will not make anything that I cannot drive up here to my local grocery store and find all the ingredients. I am not going to fly all over the country. I'm not going to fly to the Himalayas to get one spice for this and then fly to China to get one spice for this. If it takes all those fancy spices, I don't want it because that's not country cooking. Country cooking is you make stuff with what you have in your household or what you can run down to the local store and get. That's, but that's just me. You know, in today's world, if you need a spice, you can get online and order it. But that's, you know, it's just not me. If I can't cook with whatever I have around or I can run to my store and get, don't want it. And that's why my recipes are so simple. And I hope you guys enjoy them. But anyway, let this simmer for about hour, hour and a half. It's amazing. It is amazing. And I've got another video coming soon of another meal that you can store half of it if you need to. But this one's keto friendly. The other one I don't think is going to be so keto friendly. But anyway. All right, guys, here we go. Oh my gosh, it just smells amazing. There you go. Doesn't that look good? Simplest chicken chili you'll make. Fantastic for cold weather. Okay, guys. I hope you try it because I know you'll enjoy it.